Programs.
Yeah, they're pretty exciting. If you're going to do men's work, then why wouldn't you go to Bali and do it in a somewhat exotic location? Not exotic in the spiritual sense, but in the physical environment. It's so beautiful, such a lovely culture there. And we have the opportunity to work in a very unique space attached to a Balinese village, so out of town, outside of Ubud. So the programs are structured around an 8-day format. In that we might be focusing on the questions men have brought or the ideas that we're trying to appreciate for about maybe 15, 16 hours average. So there's lots of excursions, there's lots of playfulness, there's going to town and nurturing ourselves with massages and dinners and just gentle ways of appreciating the opportunity to be in a whole completely different space to your normal day-to-day. The programs themselves, a man's journey is a solution finding program where men will bring their own personal questions. Myself and Wes Carter will facilitate an exploration of that, prompt ideas, and from a group setting ask men to contribute to ideas that a man might take away from the retreat. So that men will come back to their families and their community. So there's a fair bit of skill building around communication skills, confidence, assertiveness, parenting skills often will come up in that. Career direction questions are pretty common, men wanting to know how to make that change or realising that they need to make a change and how do they do that successfully. So there's a lot of solution finding and again looking at the unique man. The Elder's Way is streamed somewhat because it helps men understand the transition into that last stage of life. And so we throw in ideas around even the somewhat sadness of decline, helping to accept and reconcile the fact that we will decline. We can't do what we used to do and become comfortable with that. There's a tension between the physical and the mental. We still feel like we're 40 but our body just doesn't perform anymore. How do we make sure that's not a tension and we become comfortable at this stage of our life? The changing relationships, perhaps the loss of sexual drive in you or in your partner, and how do we remain comfortable around that and not allow it to become a real sadness, perhaps a depression. But also the playfulness, keeping the boy alive, don't let him fade just because the body is fading. So there's a lot about playfulness, a lot about healthy choices in your life around alcohol and food and exercise and health, so that your body will carry you as far as it possibly can in the journey, so that whatever state your mind in, it's got the best wagon under it to make sure you have a wonderful journey. So we do stream that one a little bit just to get men to consider things that they may be avoiding. And hopefully they come away, my experience is certainly that they come away with a renewed vigour, perhaps a greater sense of potency or recovering a bit of the potency that they thought that they had lost, and an enthusiasm to do the best they can with what they've got for the time available to them.